Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
And good evening. Welcome everyone to another deal reveal. And tonight, if everything goes well with the logins, we are bringing to you a returning guest speaker to the deal reveal, our very own JK proteges, Noemi and Kanok, who are going to show you another deal that they have on the go and are going to invite you to a free get-together in Canada, in Quebec, and I'll let you, and it's actually happening next week, so I will let them tell you all about that when they enter the room here. So, nice to have you all here. Who do we have on? We have Andre, Brian, nice to see you, Charles, Samira, Guylaine, Imran, John, Larry, Martin, Mateus, Nancy. There's Noemi. Let's get them up here. We have, oh, I lost it. People are logging in as I speak. Paulo, Peter, Sergey, Shannon, Steve, Thomas, and more people are still logging in. Wonderful. Varun, Yola. Hey, it's been a minute, Yola. How have you been? Wonderful. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you all. And I apologize if I missed you in the chat because things are moving so quickly. So let's just make sure we're promoting Noemi and Kanok. You should be able to accept my upgrade to panelist. So make sure you have that. And as I mentioned, we have an important get together coming soon next week, which is Wednesday, the 18th. All right. So mark your calendars. And Noemi, you should have access to turn on your camera and your microphone, and we'll be good to go. There they are. Noemi and
Hi.
hello. I've got a dog. Sorry if you heard that. Welcome back to the deal reveal. So, I don't know if you wanted to start with the deal or start with the meetup. Why don't you first do the meetup thing? Tell people everything that's happening, and then we'll refresh it at the end as well.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, next week on Wednesday, the 18th of June, we're going to be live in person in a restaurant in Saint-Hubert, Quebec, la belle province.
So that's South Shore Montreal.
Yeah, it's on the South Shore. So we usually do on the North Shore. The last 3 meetups we organized with JK were in Laval, but now people were asking me, go south, go south. And so I decided to organize another one and to invite also Kevin and Thomas and Isabelle Mainville to join me to organize the meeting. And so we're going to be 3 group of investors, I would say, Kanok and I, Thomas and Kevin, and Isabelle, that we're going to present our projects that we're working on. And we're going to have Kyle and maybe Janie, because she's going to be in Peru, but maybe if she can join by Zoom. And we're going to have a special guest. The special guest is Yann Lajoie. Yann Lajoie is a coach here in Quebec. He's a conference, a speaker.
Yeah, a guest speaker.
And he organizes big conferences, and he is really one of motivational speaker to like create action takers. And so he helps also sports members or people to go through big sport events and competition, and so he's well known in the.
It's going to bring energy.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a full package of panelists, plenty of energy in the room. So don't miss it. It's going to be awesome.
And it's only $2,000 a ticket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How much
$2,000
is it?
tickets with
How much is it to meet all these people, network, and get inspired?
So the cost is $0 from your pocket.
Yeah, free.
And you just have to register. So there's a link. We can post it in the chat maybe.
JK
And,
team already did. Yeah.
Perfect. So you really have to register because there's not enough place for everyone. So first people are registered, first arrived, first served.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a menu that you can order over there. And so you pay for your own menu, your own food and drinks, and that's it. But you don't have to pay for the entrance.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. So if you're in Montreal, I know some people even come from Quebec, some people come from Sherbrooke, some people even come from Ottawa, so there's really no excuse, but we are for the first time doing it on the South Shore. So if you are anywhere in Montreal or South Shore, now there's really no excuse. It's our first time, and depending on what type of turnout we get, well, we're going to do more, right?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Beautiful. Excellent. So that's amazing. Thank you so much, Noemi and Kanok, for spearheading this in affiliation, of course, with JK, where it's, we're all working together, including other JK members, Kevin, Thomas, Isabel, and of course the guest speaker, Yann Lajoie. Funny story, real quick on that. I met Yann Lajoie. Well, I really got to know him in Costa Rica at another event. That event cost a couple $1,000s a ticket, right? And that's where we met and created, a good, strong bond with Yann Lajoie. And now here we are bringing him to you. So I love it. I love it. So again, the link is in the chat. But now let's turn over to the deal reveal because I believe you have a deal as well to show the community.
Yes, it's a
All
really special deal. So
tell us
I'm
about
going
it.
to share my screen if you let me.
You can.
Okay, just a second. Here. Okay.
There it is.
Yes. So this is a single house, single family.
Yeah.
And there are two apartments, one in-law in the basement and one in the garage that are already rented. And so right now there's one vacant apartment, which it's not vacant, it's occupied, I mean. So the main house you see on the pictures here
The bottom.
on the bottom is occupied by the owner. And it's a separation. So I think they're selling because of that. And so the main floor will be available for rent and could be rented in the 200,000 or 200.
Yeah, 200,000 would be nice. In the 2000s to 2,500 range. And the two other units was 2,000 right currently in rent. So the in-law plus the garage is already at 2,000 per month.
Perfect.
So
and yes, M. Learmont just noticed a little typo on the screen. The ARV is not 40K, obviously. I would imagine it's 400K.
Yeah. There's missing a zero there. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Just for clarity.
Yes.
So to be just so I understand, there's a single family plus two apartments, so there's a total of 3 rental incomes coming in.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yep.
So the total income would be between 4,200 and 4,500 per month.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And as we know, with the 1% rule, that means we'd need to pay at about 450,000 to meet the 1% rule on this deal. Are we paying 450,000?
No, the purchase price is 308 thousand.
Mhm.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, 308,000. So there is, and the ARV is close to 400,000. Just so that just there, there is a pretty substantial amount left in the deal.
Mhm, mhm.
And do you want me to tell the the special the
Yeah.
specialty about this deal, or you want to go ahead?
Right before that, because if we're going right into that,
Yeah.
let me just make sure that everyone understands. We're
Yeah.
on the deal reveal because we want to make sure we have deals that have the two golden rules. One, we're buying equity, meaning we're buying at a discount. If we're paying 308,000 and there's 20K in repair, then we're in for 328,000 on a deal that's worth 400. So there's $72,000. Yeah, $72,000 of equity. That means we're buying at a discount of $70,000 approximately. That's golden rule number one. Golden rule number two is buying cash flow. All right. And so here, if there's income of 4,500 coming in on a deal that you're in for 328, well, we're well above the 1% rule. And so, I mean, we didn't run all the numbers, but I'm assuming you did, and I'm assuming there's decent cash flow for a property at that price point, which is surprising. Often when you're in the 300,000, there's no cash flow, but because there's three incomes coming in, because there's 4,500, there actually is cash flow on something of this value. But correct me if I'm wrong when I say that.
Yes, there is cash flow after we did the numbers, and there's definitely cash flow at the end. So
Beautiful.
that's, yep.
So that's the second golden rule, cash flow. So we got equity, we got cash flow. So normally, check, get it under contract, do your due diligence, line up the close and buy it. Unless
Unless. So the specialty or the special elements of this deal that we can call a creative deal is that the seller will, so we can keep the mortgage that he has on the property, which is 248,000.
Yeah.
And the PITI, so principal and interest, tax and insurance are 2,200 per month. So we need to add also utilities and yeah.
Yeah. So what's great about this deal is really that you take over the mortgage, which the mortgage is at 5% of interest rate. So just there you get, I mean, the best rates you can get even as an American right now, they're not even hitting those numbers currently. So just that's super good. And of course it's not been paid for like for 10 years, but there's still a three-year that's been paid off. So there's 27 years left. I mean, it's not the biggest number, but it's still, 3 years less of
the three worst years are done.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the worst years. So that's even more, that's even awesomer. And then you have the part. So basically your cash down is 60,000 to get this deal, because that would be the part that the owner would like to get off of this deal, get out of this deal. So so you take over the mortgage, and he wants his part, of course, in this deal. So he's willing to let go of this beautiful deal for 60,000. So basically, you're all in for 60,000 for, like we said, a building that's worth roughly almost 400,000. So you got almost $70,000 in the deal. You have in the deal that's that's equity. You have cash flow. If you do the calculation, that's almost like $20,000 of net roughly. Once you do the numbers. So, and that's with your 60,000 in. So if you do the ROI is just amazing. If you do it really quick, you can get back your money quite quickly in this deal. So that's and you'll still continue cash flowing, and rents increase, everything increases. The value in that area is a lot higher than what you see in Cleveland. Because actually, this is not in Cleveland. This is a suburban area just outside of Cleveland. So it's higher values in that area. You're next to a creek. You're not so it's if you look around in that area, like all the houses are between 350 and 400,000 currently. So
Yeah, and that deal is in Painesville, Ohio. So it's about 30 minutes from downtown Cleveland. And we're in a township, and so it's bigger lots, and there's a lot of vegetations, and there's also a jacuzzi on site.
bonus.
Nice. So that's amazing. There's a couple questions that came in, and let me guide this a little bit more. And I'm going to reiterate what you
Yeah.
said, Ken, because it's very, very important. So,
Yeah.
first question I have is that 60K is what an investor would need to bring to the deal, and that includes all fees and everything, right? That is that what the seller gets, 60K, or is that what an investor needs to bring to make the deal happen?
Yeah, so that's really 60K is everything included.
Okay.
So that's yeah.
That's one. M. Lermont is asking to repeat how much is the balance of the loan once we take it over?
Yes.
The balance,
Yeah.
it's 248,000.
Perfect. Excellent. And we have that. Let me repeat some of the
2,200 per month.
say it again.
Correct.
It's 2,200, 2,200 per month.
That's the PITI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Principal, interest, tax, and insurance. So you're missing utilities and management if you have those, if the tenants are
Yep.
not paying for it. Yeah, exactly. And did I hear you right, Kanok, when you said the cash flow is close to 20,000 a year off this deal? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Close to that for the net cash flow.
Perfect. So
Roughly.
let's be conservative and say it's 15,000. Okay, let's chop off 25% of it because it's going to make my
Yeah.
numbers work a little better.
Yeah, that works.
15%, 15,000 a year with a 60,000 down payment. That's 25%, right? Which means your cash on cash return is 25% from the cash flow alone. But that's not all, right? You're buying at a discount. You're buying with probably 60 to 70,000 of equity using 60,000, which means on an equity point of view, it's a 100% cash on cash return, or even maybe even a little higher. If you're buying 70,000 of equity by putting 60,000 into a deal, you are doubling your money as soon as you buy it. On top of the 25% cash on cash return year after year from the cash flow, plus the appreciation of the property, plus the depreciation of the property, plus rents go up, plus, 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 plus. So I hope you can see how those two golden rules work together with the 9 powers of real estate to really make an incredible investment opportunity here. And then the mortgage takeover, 3 years into it, that's just putting it on steroids and nitro boosters, right? So I think I pretty much answered the questions, but if you have more to say about the deal, go ahead. Otherwise, if people have questions, this is the time. We have Noemi and Kanok. So was there anything else regarding this deal? Maybe a timeline required?
No, there's no timeline. So the deal is on the table and it's not sold, so you
Well,
can
the
buy.
timeline, yes, it is going to get sold, especially with those types of numbers. Because I mean, honestly, if somebody doesn't buy it, I'm going to buy it. Like every
Right.
time I talk about this deal, it's like, why didn't we just buy it?
Right.
So I mean, yes, it is because somebody's going to catch on to this. So if we do have to move quite quickly, of course, it's not been sold yet, but like the seller wants to sell because like Noemi said, it's a separation. So I mean, it is going to be sold quite quickly. So we don't want to take too much time. I mean, we hope to hear from you in the next week, of course.
Yep,
So I-
absolutely. If anybody has interest, just send us an email. If you're not already in direct contact with Noemi and Kanok, just send an email to info@JK Real Estate Partners, and we will facilitate the connection with you. Stan was asking the name again. It's Painesville, Ohio. Nothing wrong with Painesville. This is It's a nice city, higher values. I would say it's even better than Cleveland. It's better than a lot of the suburbs of Cleveland actually because it's further out and the values are higher. But we don't own any in Painesville because it's hard to get cash flow and buying at a discount. But you've already checked those two boxes, and so I have no problem with that city, with that area at all. Mateus says he has a question, but I'm not understanding his question. I don't think there's enough words um, to his question. Uncertainty with rental amount slash finding tenant question mark. So I'm not sure what he means by that. Maybe he can rephrase unless you understand what he's saying.
Maybe he means will it be difficult to find a new tenant for the main house?
I don't know if that's the question, but it is the bigger part of the house, and
It has 4 bedroom and
Yeah.
two baths.
two baths, and it's a really lovely unit. So I don't think it's going to have any trouble renting, especially if the two others were rented at those prices. I don't see that unit having a hard time getting rented.
It's the two weirder units that are rented currently, and the standard one is vacant, right? So it's not
Yeah.
like it's the opposite. We're not painting a
Exactly.
dream of, yeah, rent out the basement for this amount or whatever. No, those ones are already rented, and the main one needs to
Exactly.
be rented. Noemi
Yep.
just put the link in there, the Zillow. I know someone, I think it was Brian, who was asking for the zip code. So you'll have all the information you need there. Perfect.
The question was, why is the seller selling if he would be cashing flow? So it's a separation. So he's
Have to liquidate assets. That's what happens.
Yep, the big D's: death,
Yep.
divorce, displacement, disease, debt. The big D's, the big reasons that motivate people to sell real estate. So we got one of them here. Absolutely.
So I think to answer André Lecomte, he says, is it shared utilities or separate utilities? I think because it's listed as a single family, I think everything is shared. And I think I saw another question from Guylaine. Is the apartment and the garage legit? So to answer that question would be the same answer. So it's listed as a single, and currently it's rented. So, but I don't think there are permits or anything for that.
To be checked and explored during due diligence, but it very well may not be. Yeah.
Yes, it's on a market deal, but I think we have a wholesaler that is currently dealing with the seller, and so we're buying it off market.
So better deals, and that's why we can get the mortgage deal in there. Because if it was on market, you wouldn't get that.
And I have one last question for you. Is this assuming the mortgage or taking over the mortgage?
So it's taking over the mortgage because as a Canadian, we cannot assume a mortgage.
Yeah, in 90% of cases, you cannot, nor do you want to. And so if it's already been structured on your deal that it's just taking over the mortgage using creative, takeover strategies, then this is amazing across the board.
Yeah, because just there you're saving on fees.
Yeah.
Almost like a $10,000 fee just right there.
Oh, 15 on this one.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
If you were to finance this deal, because it's a $300,000 deal, so just think 3-4 points on 300,000, right? You're at 10,000 just in points, plus the regular closing and fees of at least about 5,000. So this would be just in fees 15,000 if you were to get your own financing on the side. But because we take it over creatively, because it's structured correctly, another $15,000 savings in the deal. Amazing, amazing. Beautiful. So I think we covered the questions. We're just about at time as well. So thank you so very much for bringing another deal for our community, for sharing. Clearly, you have too many deals on your plate. So you're sharing with the community. We appreciate that. And it also gave an opportunity to tell people that they can meet you, your real life people, next week on Wednesday in Saint-Hubert on the South Shore of Montreal. And so,
Yes, I
yeah,
hope
any
to see
final
you
words
guys.
before? Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope
Go ahead.
I hope to see you guys next week in person, and Have a great rest of evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks for listening, and hope you give us a call. It'll be a pleasure to go over more numbers, or if you have other questions. And hope to see you at the event also, so we can speak a little more, get to know each other. And yes, have a great evening.
Absolutely. Right
Thank you,
back at you.
Kyle.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Absolutely. In the chat, JK team just put the link for the meetup. It's free. Click on that. Join us on Wednesday. And if you can just re-put our email, info@jkrealestatepartners.com, JK team, that'd be great. So we'll leave the chat open for a couple minutes, but have a great evening and go get your miracles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye everyone.